stop. Right. Now, before you toss another penny away, before you drop it in the parking meter, before you let it disappear into your couch cushions, listen to me. Because right now, in somebody's junk drawer, there's a coin so beat up, so ugly, so ignored that nobody would even bother to pick it up. It's scratched. It's dark. It looks like it's been through a trash compactor. And yet, it sold for over $28,000. I'm not talking about rare museum coins locked in vaults. I'm talking about pennies that look like trash. Pennies that have been dropped, stepped on, left in the rain, and forgotten for decades. Pennies that look worthless. But here's the secret nobody tells you. Some of the most valuable pennies in America look like complete garbage. Heavy wear, dark patina, surface damage, none of that matters when you're holding the right variety. And one specific 2009 Lincoln penny has shocked the entire coin world with values that sound impossible for something people spend without thinking. Dealers have walked past these. Banks have rolled them and sent them back into circulation. People have thrown them into fountains. And you could be holding one right now. So check your old penny jars. Because what I'm about to show you might already be sitting in your house. Now, picture this coin in your hand. It's dark brown, almost black in places. The surface is covered in tiny scratches and scuffs from years of being tossed around. Lincoln's portrait is worn smooth. The details are barely visible. You can barely read Liberty. The date is faint. The reverse shows Lincoln sitting on a log, reading a book, the formative years design from the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial series. But the image is weak, worn down from years of being used. This coin looks like it's been through hell. Most people would say, worthless. A penny that's been used too much, 1 cent. Maybe 2 cents if you're feeling generous. Something you'd drop in a take-a-penny tray without thinking. But here's where everything changes. 2009 was a huge year for Lincoln cents. The U.S. Mint celebrated Lincoln's 200th birthday with 4 different reverse designs, each representing a different period of his life. The formative years design, showing young Lincoln reading by candlelight, was the second release, struck from May through August. Hundreds of millions were made. They flooded into circulation. People spent them immediately. Used them for parking meters, vending machines, laundry. They were designed to be used hard, and they were. But collectors discovered something wild. Among those millions of ordinary pennies, rare varieties slipped through. Doubled dies. Dramatic errors. Coins with characteristics so specific that even in worn condition, they're worth insane money. The most valuable of them all? The 2009 Formative Years Doubled Die obverse. On this coin, the doubling appears on In God We Trust, Liberty, and sometimes even the date. Under magnification, even a worn penny shows the doubling. It's not scratches. It's not damage. It's a true doubled die strike, etched into the metal. Now listen to this. A normal 2009 Formative Years penny in average worn condition. 1 cent. Maybe a few cents. But a 2009 Formative Years doubled die, even in the same ugly worn condition. Authenticated examples in fine to very fine condition have sold for $300 to $600. Let that sink in. A coin that looks like trash, selling for hundreds of dollars just because of one tiny error. And we're not done. In slightly better circulated condition, extremely fine, these coins have sold for $1,000 to $1,500 at major auctions. And here comes the knockout punch. A 2009 Formative Years. Doubled die that survived circulation and got graded MS63 or higher. Has sold for over $28,000. $28,000 for a penny. A 2009 penny you could have received in change at a grocery store. A penny that could be sitting in a jar on your dresser right now. A coin so ordinary that you would never suspect it's worth a fortune. But the doubled die isn't the only error. There are also wrong plancher errors. 2009 Formative Years. Pennies struck on dime planchers. A smaller silver-colored penny that looks immediately wrong. These are extremely rare. One example sold for over $40,000. There are off-center strikes too, where the design is shifted, leaving blank planche and partial images. Even in worn condition, a 50% off-center 2009 formative years penny with the date visible can sell for $2,000 to $5,000. There are die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs across the design. Even heavily circulated, these can sell for hundreds of dollars to collectors who specialize in varieties. Here's what this means. You cannot judge a 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial penny by its appearance. That dark, scratched, worn-down coin that looks worthless? It might be hiding a doubled die worth thousands. It might be a wrong planche error worth 5 figures. It might be an off-center strike that collectors are hunting. Rarity beats condition every time. A worn error is worth infinitely more than a perfect coin with no error. And because the 2009 formative years pennies circulated so heavily, they're still being found today. People are still discovering them in bankrolls, estate collections, and old penny jars. So here's what you need to do right now. Find every 2009 penny you own. Get a magnifying glass, 10 times minimum. Check "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" for doubling. Look for off-center strikes. Look for die cracks. Check the planche color and size. Don't assume wear destroys value. Don't throw away coins that look ugly. Don't spend them without checking. Because somewhere in America right now, someone is holding a beat-up 2009 formative years penny worth enough to change their month, their year, or maybe their life. And that someone